Hello everyone, welcome back to Tally's Kitchen, and today we're going to be making this absolutely beautiful roast chicken. Now this is oven baked, turned out incredibly delicious, beautifully caramelized on the outside. You can see how amazing that looks. Absolutely full of flavor. The inside was nice and soft, moist, just absolutely perfect. It did not dry out in the oven, so I'm going to give you all the tips and tricks to getting your chicken super moist on the inside and nicely caramelized on the outside. So without any further ado, let's learn how to get this done. So I'm starting here with one chicken, and I'm just going to cut off the booty, and then I'm also going to remove a little bit of skin, just so that it's not too much in there. But do not remove all the skin, because you really need the fat that's coming from the skin to cook your chicken as well. So just remove any excess skin, and then we're going to go ahead and start cutting our chicken. So this is the back of the chicken, and I'm just using my knife. If you have the kitchen scissors, use that to just easily cut through. But if you have a knife, then just go ahead and take your time and just cut it at the back. So I know there are people who remove the back, not the back, I think it's the spine, but I don't think it's necessary really. So I cut it into two, and that was it. So I've washed this again, and so I'm just going to spread this onto my baking tray and just twist the legs, because we're looking for that sort of butterfly shape. And then you can tuck in the wings like so, and yes, there it is. That's your butterfly shape. So use a paper towel to just dry out some of the water that's still in there before we start preparing our marinade. So just wipe down any excess water that could be there, because you don't want to dilute that marinade at all. So to create our marinade here, I'm using 1 teaspoon of chili flakes, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon powder, 1.5 teaspoons of garam masala, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, 1 teaspoon of curry powder, 2 teaspoons of ginger garlic paste, some salt to taste, 3 tablespoons of tomato paste, and juice from 1 lemon. Now, I have baked chicken for a while, and this is the perfect mixture that you want to be using to actually bake your chicken. It just has so much flavor, and it's my go-to. It's my ultimate go-to, and it's really, really good. I find chicken to be a really interesting food, because there are times when you'll prepare chicken and the flavor won't be inside, it's just on the outside. So to try and ensure that the flavor is actually inside the chicken as well, go ahead and cut some lines on the legs and just apply some of that marinade in there, and then lift up the skin on the breast area as well and stuff in some of that marinade. Once you turn the chicken around, I'm also going to perforate some holes just on the side and stuff in some of that marinade in there, so that the flavor can start infusing inside as this will be marinating. So I'm going to marinate this for about 3 hours, at least 3 hours, but you can do it overnight if you have the time. And I'll be pairing this chicken with some vegetables. So I have here some vegetables and some potatoes, which I'll be baking, but you can pair this with absolutely anything. This is just my go-to today. This is going to go in the oven at 200 degrees Celsius for 45 minutes. After 45 minutes, you're going to baste your chicken. You can use a spoon like myself, or you can use a baster if you have a baster. Now, this process ensures that your chicken remains nice and moist, so do not skip this process. And then we're going to pop this back into the oven at 180 degrees Celsius for 1 hour. Oof, would you look at that? This looks incredibly beautiful, beautifully caramelized on the outside. It looks absolutely gorgeous. I looked at this chicken and I was like, oh, such a beauty. So go ahead and dash that with a little bit of coriander leaves, and you are ready to serve. This turned out incredibly delicious, guys. One of the most simple meals you can actually make. Look at that, nicely soft. It's beautifully moist on the inside, and that's what you want with chicken. Should not be dried out on the inside, sorry, because then it just becomes chewy, and you do not want that. So use this recipe to prepare the best chicken. Remember to like, to subscribe, and to share, and I will see you all next time.